All right. Sorry about that. My thing timed out. Okay, so looking back at this question, we use the words that are in our word problem to come up with our equation. So we know that he had some pennies, he used some, and then now he has some left. And we figured out that this used here and how many has left told us that he was taking something away from what he had. So we're going to think about subtraction with that. But we don't know how many he started with. So if we don't know how many he started with, we can't subtract 32 to equal 56 pennies left. So what we have to think about is using the inverse operation. What is the opposite of subtraction? This is why it's helpful to think about putting the words into an equation. That way we don't automatically jump to 56 minus 32, because as we can see, that's not what we're doing. We're not subtracting 32 from 56. Our answer is 56. That's how many he had left. So to think about the inverse operation, if I'm trying to solve for what he started with, I can take what he had left, add it to what he used to equal what he started with. So again, I can add what he used and what he had left over. Can put those back together to find out how many he started with. So 56 plus 32 will give us how many he had at first. So now let's do that math. Well, if we look back to what we're supposed to do with our adding and subtraction, then we know the first thing we should do is stack these numbers, right? So I have 56 and I'm adding it to 32. My ones place is together and my tens place is together. They're lined up. Start with my smallest place. 6 and 2, 6, 7, 8. Move to my next place. 5 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get an answer of 88. So let's plug that back in to where we started to find out, did that answer our question? Okay. So 88 pennies minus 32, would that equal 56? Let's check that. If I take how many we think that he started with, subtract how many he used, we should be left with 56. Well, 8 minus 2, 6. 8 minus 3, 5. Guess what? Yes, our answer checks out. So this tells us that he has 88 pennies at first. And we go back, remember our step 7 was, did I answer the question? How many pennies did Adrian have at first? 88. Yes, I answered that question. Okay, so to take a step back, following these steps and then putting that into an equation and then checking our answer, asking, did I answer the question? Very important.